Hey guys, Nigerian's president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he don accuse Peter Obi of using pro-democracy group NADECO to discredit his election. He said the election that produced him as the president-elect was free and fair and transparent. Una don see the wahala so. Una don see am say na only APC dey see that election as normal. So, make una see am. If everybody dey see say dat election e no dey okay and they themselves still dey see am say e good like that, for you to know that these people, they can never take correction. And anybody who does not take correction is bound to fail. That is it. There is no two way about it. If they are not seeing that election, nothing is wrong with it, that means there is problem somewhere. Following the alleged rigging of the poll, the United States chapter of NADECO last weekend announced its exclusion from the group, citing a fraudulent electoral processes. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Nigerian's president-elect Bola Tinubu has accused the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, of alleged sponsoring one Lord Okwa, a United States-based Nigerian who is the executive director of the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, to smear him and discredit the February 25th presidential election. The Independent National Electoral Commission declared Tinubu the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress as the winner of the February 25th presidential election on March 1st, 2023, despite the criticism that trailed the election, which some analysts have described as the worst since the country's return of democracy in 1999. Following the alleged rigging of the poll, the United States chapter of NADECO last weekend announced its exclusion from the group, citing a fraudulent electoral processes. The group, in a statement signed by the company's executive director, Lord Ukwa Esquire, NADICO US, disclosed that the exclusion will be formalized in an international news conference at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. It stated that it will not accept electoral fraud because Tinubu is a founding member of NADECO and a staunch supporter of NADICO US. In the meantime, the group disclosed that it has initiated measures to interrogate the INEC server and Bimoda accreditation system (BVAS) machines used in the presidential election in an effort to extract the original vote cast. Additionally, it announced that it will approach the U.S. Congress to initiate the introduction of non-binding resolution urging the U.S. administration not to acknowledge the election's outcome. Reacting in a statement issued through a special advisor, Dele Alake, on the accusations and alleged exclusion, Tinubu said the group wanted to use the press conference to disparage and cast aspirations on the credibility of the 2023 presidential election. He said he found it insulting, fraudulent, and laughable that a platform he was a part of during the military era to emancipate Nigeria was being used against him. The statement partly read, "Our attention has been drawn to an attempt by one Lord Ukwa, a United States-based Nigerian, claiming to be the executive director of the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, to organize a press conference specifically intended to disparage and cast aspirations on the credibility of the 2023 presidential election, freely and fairly won by the president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu." It must be stated, and without any ambiguity, that Ukwa is an impostor hell-bent on hoodwinking unsuspecting Nigerians in the diaspora and the international community to further a sinister agenda on behalf of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, who came a distant third in the last presidential election. That Ukwa is attempting to fraudulently exploit the NADECO platform for Peter Obi against Acçuses Tinubu is so laughable and a grave insult to the sensibility of Nigerians who witnessed firsthand the struggle by the pro-democracy group in restoring democratic rule to Nigeria and the roles played by prominent Nigerians, including independent hero and nationalist late Chief Anthony Anahoro, Acçuses Tinubu, Professor Wole General Alina Apola Akinade, late Rear Admiral Ndobisi Kano, Professor Bali J. Akiyemi, and several other pro-democracy activists in exile to bait the freedom from military dictatorship that Nigerians enjoy today. We reiterate that Ukwa was very peripheral to this group of eminent statesmen and illustrious Nigerians who bore the pain and peril of exile so that our country could be free from the jackboots of military dictatorship of late General Sani Abacha. It is imperative to remind Ukwa and his desperate paymasters that why Acçuses Tinubu put his life and resources on the line during those challenging times, the likes of Peter Obi were either hobnobbing with the military or nowhere to be found. In trying to rob himself in an unbenefiting group, Ukwa's desperation to confer credibility on his mission by using the NADECO name is bound to hit a dead end. To hide under the name of NADECO to deceive the international media and the interest group is an act that should be condemned by right-thinking people. We are of a firm belief that Lord Ukwa is an agent of the Labour Party and Peter Obi, who were rejected by the majority of Nigerians at the February 25th polls. Majority of Nigerians have spoken loud and clear that Acçuses Tinubu is their choice to lead Nigeria from May 29, 2023. There is absolutely nothing Ukwa and his like can do to change this fact of history. He said, if truly you won the election, you will be unmoved by anything the other parties are doing. A house built on a solid foundation is not shaken by a storm. Small breeze, you don't fail. The matter is between them and INEC. I would advise you to enjoy your victory in peace. Go on vacation and celebrate. Leave other parties and INEC to sort and cut their issues. The number of APC votes shows the number of mad people. In Nigeria, I rest my case. With all the overwhelming evidences, you still open your mouth to talk. Prison awaits you, since you don't want to retire in peace. We are grieving that bandits kidnap people. Now, INEC has kidnapped an entire nation. Tinubu knows that he is an illegitimate president-elect. That is why he's very restless. Okay, guys, I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for listening.